Hello and welcome to the video lecture on IUPAC nomenclature rules for aldehydes. So we will discuss IUPAC rules for naming the aldehydes. The learning outcomes: the learners will be able to name aldehyde by following IUPAC nomenclature rules. You will be able to draw the structure of aldehyde from IUPAC name. So let's see what is meant by aldehyde. Aldehyde, which contains the carbonyl functional groups, that is C double bond O, and this carbonyl functional group is bonded to an alkyl group and one hydrogen group like this. So this is the carbonyl functional groups which is attached to one alkyl groups and one hydrogen atom. That functional group is called as aldehyde functional groups. Generally, it is represented by RCHO. So this is aldehyde functional group. So let's discuss about IUPAC rules for naming aldehydes. In IUPAC system, the aldehydes are named as alkanals, that is suffix al, that is al, is used for naming the aldehydes. So we have to just drop or replace the E of alkane with Al. So just minus E from alkane and add Al, then it will becomes alkanal. Then you have to follow the same rules as that of the alkane, that is select longest carbon chain which contains the aldehyde functional groups. Then name the longest chain. So name is obtained by dropping the final E and adding the Al, so it will becomes alkanal. Then you have to give the number to the chain in a such a way that the carbonyl carbon atom must having the first position. That is, you have to start the numbering from carbonyl carbon atom in case of aldehydes. When there are two aldehyde groups in a molecule is present, then it is named as alkanediols. Notice that E of corresponding alkane is retained. See here, E is not omitted, it is not replaced, it is remains as it is. If it is in case of if there are two aldehyde functional group present in a one molecule. So that molecule is called as alkanediols. So you don't replace this E with Al. E remains as it is and you have to use di prefix. Di means that particular group is present by 2 times. So let's give the IUPAC name to this compound. So first rule is select longest continuous carbon chain containing aldehyde functional group which contains 4 carbon atoms, means name of parent chain is butane, then this E is replaced with Al, so name becomes butanol. Then apply the similar rules as that of alkane, that is find the substituents and name the substituents and prefix its position number. So in case of aldehyde, your numbering should be starts from carbonyl carbon atom. So this carbon atom is called as carbonyl carbon because it is involved in formation of double bond with oxygen. So this functional group is carbonyl functional group and this carbon atom is carbonyl carbon atom. So numbering starting from the carbonyl carbon atom in case of aldehyde. So we have adapted the directions from right to left. So in case of aldehyde functional groups, assign the number 1 to the carbonyl carbon atom. So here substituent is methyl, presents on third number carbon atom. So name of substituent is 3-methyl and name of this compound is 3-methyl butanol, Al suffix for the aldehyde. If the aldehyde functional group is attached to a ring, then suffix carbonaldehyde is used. Remember that whenever the aldehyde functional group is attached to the cyclic carbon atom, then don't use Al suffix. You have to use carbonaldehyde as a suffix in case of cyclic compounds. And the carbon attached to carbonyl group is numbered as 1. So this carbon atom is 1. So you can adapt either clockwise or anti-clockwise for the numbering. If it contains substituents, then you have to follow the direction in such a way that substituents carrying carbon atom must possessing lowest possible number than the carbon atom on which this carbonaldehyde is attached. So name of this compound is cyclohexane carbonaldehyde. Cyclohexane, it means it contains 6 carbon atom in a ring formation, and carbonaldehyde is a suffix used for the aldehyde which is attached to the cyclic compounds. So many times there are two aldehyde groups in a one molecule, then that compound is called as alkanediol. Remember that if the aldehyde functional group presents 2 times, then diol is used, and that time there is no need to replace this E. It should be written as it is. So many times students made an mistakes while selecting the longest possible chain. So this is not a longest possible chain as it does not contain the aldehyde groups. So longest chain must contain the aldehyde groups. So you have to extend your longest chain so that both carbon atom in aldehyde functional groups are included as a longest chain carbon atom. So just number start from one of the end, because at both end there is aldehyde functional groups. See, it contains the 6 carbon atom, so name is hexane, and as it contains the 2 aldehyde functional groups, so diol is suffix is used and mention its position, that is 1,6-diol. So name of this compound is 1,6-hexane-diol. Dear students, here is one activity for you. Just pause the video, think on this question and try to write the suffix used for aldehyde and alcohol functional groups while naming by using IUPAC rules. Hope you have written the answer of this question. So just play the video. You know very well, for aldehyde we are using the al, that is al suffix for naming as per IUPAC rules. And in case of alcohol we are using ol, that is ol. Remember that you have to take care while writing the suffix of aldehyde and alcohol. So be sure to write clearly so that your A looks like A. Most of the students are very sloppy in writing A and O. So sometimes due to their sloppy writing, their A looks like O. If the A looks like O, the functional group get changed. So you have to remember that while writing the IUPAC nomenclatures, your A should looks like A and O should looks like O. So just apply the IUPAC nomenclature rules to draw out the following molecules. Molecule is 3-bromopentanol. Always think about the parent chain. So parent chain is a pentane, means it contains 5 carbon atom. Then try to find out the suffix. So suffix is al, that is that al suffix is used to indicate the aldehyde functional groups, that is CHO. So you have to write the 5 carbon containing chain which contains the aldehyde functional groups like that. Then give the numbering in a such a way that the carbonyl carbon atom must having the first position, like that. Once you have done with the parent chain and suffix, then think about the substituents. So in that example, substituent is 3-bromo, that is you have to attach the bromine group at C3, that is at here. So just attach the bromine group on carbon number 3. Once you have done all with the name, then you have to supply the hydrogen atom to each carbon atom to satisfy its octet. That is, carbon only has 4 bonds. So you have to add enough hydrogen atom to each carbon atom to make 4 bonds. So this is all about the IUPAC naming for the aldehydes. Don't forget to subscribe the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Happy learning.